If it's Sunday, it must be Sunday dinner with Chef Joe. Hey everybody, and we're inside today because it's a typical, April showers bring May flowers, but that's okay because that's good. My garden is starting to go in. I got some of my veggies in the greenhouse, so we're ready to go. So that's all right. So I've been wanting to do this dish anyway, and it's a great inside dish. So today we're making salmon en croûte. So basically what that means is salmon wrapped in pastry. You ready to do it? This is going to be really easy. It's fast. You can easily make this at home, and I hope you will. So here's what we're going to do. We have this nice piece of salmon right here, and I've got all these fresh herbs. And so the first thing we're going to do is we always like to start by seasoning our protein, and in this case salmon, with a little salt. And of course some fresh cracked pepper. Alright. And then I have all these nice really fresh herbs that we can put on here. So we'll start off with all of the traditional. So we have like a little chopped thyme that we're putting on here. And then we've got some oregano we can put on here. And we have some tarragon, which has that a little bit of licorice-y type fragrance to it. And rosemary we can put on there, a little rosemary. And then, why not? It's dill. Gotta have dill with salmon, right? And we're gonna make a quick dill sauce in a second anyways here. Alright, so we're gonna that's kind of like our fresh herb rub, as I like to say. And then we're going to put on a little olive oil into our hot pan. And we're going to let that heat up for a second. And then we're literally just going to drop this right in our hot pan, face down. And then we can put some of our seasoning on the other side. Put a little more salt. Take this off. A little more pepper. Okay, again, if you want, we can throw some of our seasonings on here, a little of each of our seasonings. And again, you can use whatever fresh herbs that you enjoy using. I just chose a few that I thought would really bring out some pop and color and flavor with that. So we're bringing this up. We're going to let this sear for a minute while we're going to make our sauce. So real simple sauce to make, just using some non-fat plain Greek yogurt, any brand that you prefer. Alright, put that into our bowl. Alright, and then I'm going to leave this for a minute. Then I'm just going to put in a little garlic. I always like a little garlic, and we haven't really put any garlic into our fish. And then of course we have some dill, some more chopped fresh dill we're gonna sprinkle in there. And then we're gonna loosen it up this a lot with some fresh lemon juice. Alright. And the reason, as you can see, I have my hand over this, and if you've watched me before, is because it keeps the seeds from falling into our sauce. And yet the juice still goes through my fingers. Alright, we'll start with that. That's half a lemon. We'll start with that. Loosen it, see how loose we want it, what it tastes like. We're going to need to add a little salt and pepper to it. Meantime, we're going to flip our salmon real quick and sear the other side. Look at that sear. Hey, camera lady, zoom in on that sear. That's a nice sear. It's good to have camera lady back behind the camera this week. I'm going to put a little more lemon in here. I'm trying to make it so that when we, you'll see what we're going to do, but I want to drizzle this sauce onto it. So I want it to be really light and flavorful. We'll throw a little more dill in there. And a little more dill. All right. All right, there. So we'll leave that for a minute. Bring back our salmon that we've seared on both sides, and we're going to let this sit for just a minute. And we're going to let that sit for a minute while I wipe my hands off from all that lemon juice. And I think it's time for my favorite time of the show and yours. What's Joe drinking? Well, today is actually a really big day. It's Oscar night. That's right. It's Oscar night. So why else would I not have some kind of like fancy gourmet meal? And of course you got to have a little bubbly with it, right? That's right. Let's see if I know even how to open this thing up. Because this is a weird one. Oh, here we go. Oh, that was really non-comedic. Anyways, that was pretty funny. All right, so we got a little Prosecco for our bubbly today. And so we're having a little Prosecco. Camera lady, would you like some Prosecco? Yes, you do. You want some Prosecco. All right. And because, you know, it's Oscar night, we got to have a little bubbly, even if we're not having actual champagne, but that's okay. Nice little Prosecco. Cheers. Actually, pretty good. And I'm not usually the bubbly kind of guy, but I like this one. All right. Let's get back to cooking. All right, so we have our salmon here, and now we're going to wrap it up into our Crute. So I have here a sheet of puff pastry. It's one sheet of puff pastry. We'll move this out of the way. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our salmon, and so the first side that we seared, we're going to put that face down right on our puff pastry, just like that. And then we are going to, I have these beautiful asparagus that I trimmed, and then I did a quick blanch and shock. And if you don't know what that means I gave it a quick boil, and then I shocked them in cold water to stop the cooking process right away. And as you can see, if you trim them, they really can hold the color, and absolutely breathtaking color that they create when you do it that way. So a little peeling and a little blanching shock can go a long ways. All right, so what we're going to do next is we're just going to literally line the back of our salmon with some of these beautiful asparagus, just like that. And you want to try to get them as aligned, you know, they're not going to be perfect, but they're pretty good. Yeah. And what are you asking me, camera lady?
I was going to say, if you turn them the other way, they'll fit better.
Oh, if I turn them the other way, they'll fit better. You know, this is why I have her. Because she sees things sometimes I don't. Okay, how's that look? Beautiful. Now we're going to wrap it up. Are you okay? All right, we're wrapping it up just like that. Okay, and you want to seal it. We'll seal it up with a little of our egg wash here in a second. And we're just packing it in just like a little pocket. All right, and then I'm going to use this knife to trim the edges. Okay, get rid of that. And this one also. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to just pinch these edges on both sides. Okay. Just pinching them together. And then I have this egg wash that we can help, as they say, seal the deal to help them stay closed. And as you can see, this is the back side. I'm not really going crazy on the egg wash. I really want to use it mostly to seal it. And then you go back. Now this is going to be the top side. And we're going to close that up just like that. And then we can brush this one really, really well. And give it a nice, so it'll have a nice coating to it. Make sure, you want to brush the sides a little bit. Make it all look nice and pretty. And you can even, if you want, get some decorations in there. Put a little heart in there if you want. See if you can get the creation to come up like that. Then, what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to put that in a 350-degree oven for about 20 minutes. And when it comes out, through the magic of television, this is what it looks like, you guys. So let me flip over my cutting board for a minute. And have our food right here. All right. So we have this. Here's our fish, and I always like to. We're gonna cut it so we can see what it looks like inside. And can't really. I'm not sure we're gonna be able to get a great look at it, but I'm not sure. Can you get in there at all? I'm gonna put it on the plate here, but all right. Let's put it on the plate. So anyways, you can put it, you're going to put it right on the plate, just like this. And then remember we have our sauce that we have here. So we're going to drizzle some of our sauce on it. Okay, we're just again drizzling a little sauce. Not going crazy. You can add more if you like. All right. Then we still have some of our. We have this. I have some lemon right here. Remember, we used lemon in our sauce, so I have this lemon right here that we can add to it for some color. Of course, I have a dill sprig that we can add for color, and we can always add a little more dill or sprinkle to our plate for, again, color. And there you go with our drink. Camera lady, come on, you're not going to cheers with me? All right, she doesn't want to do it. All right. Anyways, till I see you next week, I hope you all stay happy, stay healthy, and stay safe. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'm at Chef Joe Louie. You can find all of my shows on YouTube, my YouTube channel, Chef Joe Louie. And until next week, if it's Sunday, it must be Sunday dinner with Chef Joe. Bye.